Hi friends, we are looking pretty plain Jane and like blah, but we're gonna go ahead and fix that. I recently did a PR haul. I showed you guys some insane PR packages I received. This was like 2 days ago. The video will be linked below along with other like more recent videos, but I got requests to show you guys the Smashbox contour sticks in action, how to use it and all of that, how to use them. So we're gonna go ahead and do that today. I want to give you like a full on like try on as well as review with a little bit of detail, price points and all that good stuff. If you didn't see the unboxing of the PR package was super, oh my god, my face. The PR package was super nice. I like how everything is travel friendly. I'm scared and slightly intimidated by the brush. We will figure that one out. And this mirror, so cool. It is dirty. Cállate. I know. The mirror is like super cool too, so that's great for travel. And so that's why we're looking pretty plain. We're gonna go ahead and build a face right now. All right, so at this point, it is already understood that Smashbox has added new additions to their contour collection. We have a palette, an intimidating brush, and then we have some contour sticks. Let's talk about the brush for a moment. This here is called their Sculpt and Glow contour brush. Now girl, this goes for 36 doll hairs, which, I mean, you're getting two brushes in the one, and it's kind of big when you really look at it, but it's $36. Now this end of the brush is going to be the fluffy side. This is going to be ideal for powders, for setting powders, setting under the eye, and honestly, even I would use it for highlight, and I could also use it for blusher if you wanted to go kind of like a lightweight. I do like how long it is, so you can do like, it's not dense, it's nice and fluffy, it's flexible, and this is going to be ideal for your powders. This side is going to be great for creams and liquids. You can use this for, I mean, pretty much all creams and liquids. You can use it with their contour sticks, your foundation, you can use it with concealer. The problem for me, and it's not a problem, I mean in my brain it's a problem, but it's not a problem, it's the shape. Look at the shape of this brush. Crazy, right? And then it's denser. It's pretty packed and it's kind of dense, so it's not like this one that you know you can kind of poop. This one here takes a little more for movement, but we can make it work. We have the contour sticks. I received it in 2 shades. However, they have 5 shades available for purchase and they go pretty deep. Could they go a little deeper? I think so. I think they could go at least 1 shade deeper. And they go for $25 a piece. Another new addition is going to be their step-by-step contour palette. This here goes for $32. You're getting 3 shades. So you're getting a contour, you're gonna get that middle shade, which is going to be your bronzer, and then you're gonna get a highlight. This palette is available in 2 different versions. They have the light medium and then the medium deep. When I did my first impressions, I was like, is this gonna work for me? Maybe there's like a middle shade. No, this is gonna be for anyone light medium like me. I'm like medium, and then medium deep has more of like an orangier tone, which wouldn't necessarily work for me. So I get why they sent this one. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead. I have my mirror here. Let's start off at the beginning. I don't have any concealer because this is on purpose. Again, we're gonna build the face. I use the Watermelon Glow to prep the skin. I do not have any primer, and then I went in with the About Face. If you're wondering, mine is in the shade M1 Neutral. Also, before I move in, we're gonna play around with the product, but I'm pretty sure someone's gonna want to chew my head off. I love you. I am so happy you guys really liked the nails because I did them myself. What this is, it's magnetic. It's not just one color. It's like a color that you can customize, which is really cool. Go on social media and look for like magnetic nails, but these are my nails. These are gels. And so what I did was I did my fill, and then I applied a black base. I cured that under my light, and then I went over top with blue. I am gonna show you which one. It is this one by this brand. I got yelled at like, girl, I need that link. I'm gonna give you the link. I promise you I am gonna give you the link. I'm gonna link this. I bought it myself, but I got it off of Amazon. You're getting a series of shades, not this one, but I got this on the side. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're getting 6 shades. They have a rose gold, iridescent one. It's really, really pretty. They have a yellow gold, and then the blue. Where's the blue? Here is the blue. So really, when you look at it, look, it goes like that. It comes with a magnet. Well, yeah, this one comes with the magnet. They have different kits. Anyway, so you apply it, and before you cure it, you go in with the magnet and create your design. Oddly enough, I'm not even gonna lie, like I love the effect because it looks different. It kind of looks like a cat eye. These are the cat eye magnetic gels. I like the effect, but I was trying to do different designs, and I actually did different designs before curing it, and then this is what I ended up getting. but it's super cool. So I am gonna link that below. Don't yell at me anymore because I love you and I would never gatekeep. I did this myself. It was fun and it was easy. Okay, let's start off with our contour. For the contour shade, I'm gonna go with the one that has more of the gray undertone, and that is going to be shade Light. I am gonna use their fancy, kind of confusing bridge, just so that you guys can see, just in case you didn't check out that other video yet. Light is gonna look like this. It's going to have like that gray undertone without looking heavy. It really depends on where you want to contour to, so that's something to keep in mind. I typically would contour under my cheeks and the sides, give myself a lift, and I avoid the nose, but I will work on the nose today. We're gonna keep it simple. I feel like people try to overdo the contour steps and techniques to make themselves seem more than what is. Not even that hard, girl. Okay, I can do it, you can do it, girl. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm dead serious. So you're gonna take a little contour stick, which I absolutely love this size, mainly because it's precise. I like it a lot, maybe better than the bulkier, chunkier ones, because not everyone has a lot of space. So this here, look, I'm gonna go from the corner, so you kind of want to go this way at an angle, almost like you want to have this meet the side of your mouth, except you don't want it to get that far. So you kind of want to see this. You want to recreate that, but you want to add a little more depth. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So you kind of want to add to your natural contour. I'm going to go ahead and pull up here at an angle like that. Again, angle, and I'm doing that because I want to give myself that lift. I'm not going to focus too much here, but I will add a little something, and the beauty is you're gonna blend this out, so it doesn't even matter. Again, I like to have fun with makeup. I don't take it too seriously. I'm gonna bring down, because it's kind of like you want to do a 3, but you don't really want to do a 3 with a contour. That's more of a bronzer thing. And then you're gonna go along, not the top, the bottom. The point behind contouring is to create shadows that will make it look like certain areas are more sculpted and or hollowed, slimming the face. A shadow makes it look deeper, and then a highlight is literally going to zoom in on that area. A highlight is going to brighten and lift, and so you use those in combination to kind of restructure your face. So I bring it along like here, like so, and then I'm gonna go like this. Now you don't have to do that, but if you do have a little bit of a double chin, it is nice to kind of create a fake little arrow. I'm only gonna do the one side so you can see what I'm talking about. I'll even go along the side of the nose, which this size is really nice because side of the nose. I'm gonna start off at the nose first, and we're gonna use their handy dandy brush. That tip is really going to help diffuse. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna move this darn mirror. Hold on. Blending doesn't take that long, and you shouldn't be all that rough. And you're kind of blending, but you're blending this way, so you're kind of tapping as you go. And I'm gonna do that side. See how easy that was. Do the same thing, but I'm gonna use this little angled side here. For this area, same thing as I did on the side, but I'm going to pat and lift. Now I'm gonna use this side, but I'm not gonna blend back and forth, and I'm not bringing it up. I'm not gonna turn my brush like this, like at an angle like this. I'm going to keep it almost like laying. I'm gonna blend back and forth, but I'm also blending down just so lightly, like not a lot, until this really blends and diffuses onto the skin. This formula is actually really nice. It doesn't leave like a weird tacky feeling, which is really, really nice. Over here, I'm just gonna kind of blend. And down here, I'm gonna do the same thing I did on my cheek. You know, at first it might look a little weird and you're like, why does it look like that? But you have to kind of wait till you put everything else together and you'll be like, bet, now that makes sense. I don't know if you guys can see, but like the eye, I'm literally like, this one looks a little more like lifted and pulled back, like snatched, right? I have great contour, so technically I could just apply a little bit of concealer, lightly powder, and move on, and it looks like it's my skin. Here we are like way more defined. Here we're looking puffy. I'm not puffy. This is what I normally look like if I am not contoured. Do I contour all the time? No, I just use bronzer. But if we have contour, we're gonna go ahead and play around with it. So, all we're doing is adding more definition and kind of like restructuring our bone structure. If you're my complexion, you know light is gonna work for you. If you're deeper than I am, then you might wanna go with the deeper shade, which is going to be medium. Again, they have 5 different shades available. Let's go ahead and apply some of these. Now, you don't have to absolutely go in with cream. If you are a very, very oily person, go with powders. If you have dry skin, you might wanna try the creams. You might actually like it. I'm gonna go ahead with the fluffy side. And I'm just gonna tap over whatever I already applied. It helps set the product in place. So usually whenever you apply a cream, going over it with the powder will kind of like lock it in place. And down here, look, I'm not very precise. I just kind of blend some powder. And the trick is also don't overdo it. It's not necessary. I do want to apply the bronzer and I want to apply a little bit of the highlight shade so you can kind of see the effect that it provides, but I do have to kind of like do the other side and apply some concealer, so I'll be right back. All right, friends, we are back. I literally just applied concealer under the eye and set that, and this is what we have going on. I've done nothing else, but I'm going to use the very same fluffy side. I'm going to go into the bronzer, tap the bronzer where I need it, and then eventually like blend it in. You could buff it in if you wanted to, but this is like my first time trying this formula. So I kind of want to see the effects that it would provide. I don't want to wear any highlighter today, so I'm hoping this shade looks amazing on my complexion and will balance everything out. I really like this side. This side I'm kind of iffy about. Not necessarily loving it. I have other brushes that I do love. This cute little side, it's nice and fluffy and it's blending and it's doing its thing and I'm not even mad at it. Going in with more bronzer. Now the bronzer, you don't have to bring down here because you already have a contour. The bronzer is just to kind of like tie everything together and bring more life to your skin. The perimeter, you can kind of go along the edge. And as you can tell, aside from the contour, we have a little more of a bronzy effect. It's not too warm, it's not too yellow, it's not too red. It's just like perfect. And I think I'm gonna use these shades on the eyeballs just because I tend to contour my eyes sometimes and I think it would look really pretty. Trust the process. We're looking a little weird and that's because I finished like both sides of the face. I applied a gloss and a lip liner and now I'm going in with some concealer on the eyelid. I don't need like a primer or anything like that. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna go in to this like pale white shade. It's not pale, it's like a vanilla, but it's it's dusty. It's actually like their highlight, which highlights don't necessarily mean that they have shimmer to it. It just means it's going to brighten. Apply that on the lid and the lid only. Just gonna tap that in. Look how brightening that is. I'm gonna use the contour shade. This I will apply directly on the crease. I'll bring it all the way in. And this is a great shade because it's going to make your lids look more hollow and provide more definition. Now, if you don't want that, say that you already have hollow lids, that's perfectly fine. Move on to the contour, the bronzing shade, and you should be perfectly fine. But I'd like live for a really good contour shade on the eye. Look at the difference a little bit of a shadow can make. And then to add a little bit of life and warmth, I would totally go into, with like a smaller fluffy brush, I would go into the bronzer, at an angle like this, just apply that on the outer crease. Not necessarily to do much, but again, it just kind of brings the warmth and ties everything together. Let's talk about highlighting certain areas. This is a powder that if you overdo it, it's gonna be pretty brightening. So it depends on how bright you wanna be. I'm gonna go with a really fluffy brush because I do not wanna be that bright. I'm gonna just tap it very lightly, picked up some product, tap out, and I'm gonna go along my T-zone area. I can kind of dust back and forth, or I can press it in down the bridge of my nose. Because remember, we did contour the sides of the nose. You can take a little bit and dust that under the eye, kind of like in that under V area. But I wouldn't focus too much if you're using a really good powder or if you're gonna go in with blush. But as you can see, there's no shimmer, no glimmer. And then of course, in the areas that you did not apply contour or bronzer, which is gonna be here and here, and then like the chin. All you're doing is lightly applying powder to balance everything out. Now, in order to tie all of this together so that it'll make sense and look good, I'm gonna go in, do my brows, apply mascara and a blush, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Shame on you if you doubted me. I told you it would come together. Do you see the eye? It was simple, literally 3 shades. Anybody can do it. And it's a product that you can totally multitask. Just tie it in with some mascara and you're good to go. By the way, if you're wondering what mascara I'm using, a shocker, but since I did the girl, can I get it? Ever since I did the unboxing, I told you guys I would really give Kofi a try. I did the try on with it, but I had liner on at the top. So, you know, with the wing liner, you really can't see the full potential. I've been using it every single day for work, and your girl is gonna follow up because I have thoughts. It is the one that I applied on the eyeball, kept the eyes simple, and yeah. So what do you guys think? I love how everything layered one on top of the other. I showed you guys the foundation. Sometimes powders and creams do not work. They clash and it's weird. Look how seamless and smooth that looks. I have a contour, a very light bronzer. I was able to apply a blush, and this is one of these, where is it? It's one of these Polite Society kind of like cream sticks. It built up super pretty. I was able to like highlight with the matte highlighter, and I think it was easy to do, but I think it just all worked out really well. But it's Smashbox, so I expected everything to look like fantabulous. It just all blended and worked cohesively, and that's what we want. We want our makeup to just work and also be easy. I really liked the powders. I loved the sticks. I loved the size. I loved how pigmented and blendable they were, and also that they set so well. The brush, mija, the brush. So wait, I love the mirror, by the way. Obsessed. The brush. I do like this side. This side I'm questioning. I don't know that I love her. I feel like we could have gone a different route, maybe a little less dense, and it would have been okay. It's different. It stands out for sure. I think I have to play with it a few more times in order to maybe fall in love with it. So now it's your time to chime on in. Did they perform the way that you thought? Did you learn something new today? Is this something that you're gonna have your eye on, something that you want to snack, or something that you're gonna pass on? Let me know in the comments. Now I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're still here, that means you made it all the way through and you are a real one. I really appreciate you. Do not forget, I'm linking my most recent videos in the description box below, making it easy for you to find them, and then just like click, watch, and binge. And listen, you don't have to go anywhere because YouTube is gonna recommend 2 videos here on screen they believe you're gonna enjoy. So I hope you consider checking them out, and I will see you guys on the next video.